Is PC making a comeback? In this episode of WRLWND Radio, we'll take a look at Microsoft's exciting new innovations that were announced this week, featuring an all-in-one PC that is directly competing with Macs. Hi there, welcome to WRLWND Radio. I'm your host, Marcelo Sugdeo. It has been reported regularly in tech news that the personal computer has been dying for some years now, and may even be dead. But that may not be the case. Microsoft has been working very hard to bring back the PC, and at its recent announcement in New York this week, Microsoft unveiled its Surface Studio all-in-one PC. But before I talk more about this, a few years ago, the rise of the tablets had industry experts convinced that with this new trend, PC and laptop have been struck a final deadly blow. But even though tablets are great for browsing the internet, watching movies, reading and playing, it still doesn't provide everything you need to replace your PC. Have you tried working on a spreadsheet on your tablet? It is a tedious and difficult task. Then there is word processing, graphic design, and other crucial tasks that need to be done which are not easy to execute on a tablet. So there are many tasks that cannot be done using a tablet. Now Microsoft has been aware of this and introduced its Surface tablets, which, even though having the perception of a tablet, it functions like a laptop and have been competing directly with Apple's MacBooks. So Microsoft has decided to take us a step higher with the Surface Studio. The Surface Studio is an Ultra HD 4.5K 28-inch touchscreen. It is 1 inch thick and it comes with amazing colors. It is built with a hinge that you can use to move the monitor from a desktop mode to a 20-degree angle for drafting. So it becomes a literal draft table. You can also use it with both hands, one with the digital pen and the other with the Surface dial. Now the Surface dial is a new accessory that works with applications to bring functions to your screen. It gives the touch function where you can write, touch, turn, add colors, and do your entire drafting and designing all in one place, right before you. The Surface Dial will be available for the Surface Pro as well, and also the Surface Book early next year, with a firmware update coming soon. The Surface Studio looks amazing. I've watched the video, and to see the parts coming together and to see the design, to see the beauty of it, to see the colors and the vibrancy of the screen, even with the touch aspect, moving your screen from an upright position down to a level where you can be able to do designing and drafting and touching and moving. Adding the Surface dial to it, it gives you so much more that you can be able to do with a screen, with a touch screen. And what is amazing about it is it's not just a small touch screen like a tablet. It is huge. It is 28 inches. So it's a big real estate that you have to play with to help with your designing. I'm amazed at this. I'm really excited for the Surface Studio and for Microsoft. I would be so excited to get my hands on the Surface Studio. It looks like a really amazing piece of machinery. It is beautiful. It looks vibrant. And then the ease by which you can work and color and type and write and everything can be done just on a canvas right in front of you. Now, whether the Surface Studio sells in large numbers, that remains yet to be seen. Nevertheless, it is great to see Microsoft unveiling this new type of innovation, something that we have come to expect from Apple. And it goes to show as well that Microsoft is competing on innovation and quality rather than on price. For many individuals, a phone is enough, or just a tablet. But with a greater need in offices, we can see the rise of PCs in this area to fulfill the needs of business tasks. For Microsoft, the Surface Studio is still a big bet, but it looks like they're going after enterprise and business that have more designing needs. And the message is clear from Microsoft. Mac is out and PCs are back. And this is the go-to choice for creative types. Microsoft didn't just unveil the Surface Studio. There were many other great new products as well, including the updated Surface Book laptop and a completely reworked Windows 10 operating system and some smaller gadgets. Let's take a look at a few. The Windows 10 update. Microsoft is calling Windows 10 the final version of Windows to ever be made, and it's about to get a huge update set for early 2017. This update is called the Creators Edition and includes the addition of 3D creation tools. Also, there's live streaming and custom tournaments for Xbox and a messaging service that allows users to send text messages from their PCs. Now, this is not really new. It has been done before, and you know by whom. The focus really is on 3D though, with the classic Windows program, Paint. Those that were around in the 90s will remember Paint very well. The updated software is known as Paint 3D, which is capable of creating, editing, and even manipulating 3D models, and then having the option to share them directly to your social media accounts. Also, what is key to this is PowerPoint will also be able to import these models, making your slides look slicker than ever before. Now, the next big major announcement was about Microsoft VR. Now, if all that we've discussed today weren't enough, Microsoft announced VR headsets for Windows 10. The headsets will start at $299 and run the same Windows holographic platform as HoloLens. Their partners like HP, Dell, Lenovo, Asus, and Acer will also be making these headsets. Now, unlike other virtual reality headsets such as the Sony PlayStation VR or the HTC Vive, Microsoft said that these new devices will be capable of producing so-called mixed reality, in which the headsets can display both the physical world and also the digital world, and the intermix of the two together for user interaction. Microsoft also said that these devices will be available in 2017, but it did not say which manufacturers will be the first to create them. Additionally, the company said that unlike other VR headsets, including Facebook's Oculus Rift, these new headsets will work with affordable laptops and PCs. Powerful VR headsets that we currently have in the market, like Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, require powerful computers that tend to be more expensive than what the average consumer would be willing to pay. A decent computer to run VR content smoothly can cost over $1,000, although some can be sold cheaper, but would generate a lesser experience in terms of graphics and speed. So this is good to say that Microsoft is making VR headsets that will work with less pricey computers. Now, in the broad scheme of things, where is VR headed? A report from BI Intelligence pointed out that VR headset manufacturers are driving both the development and the distribution of VR content by investing heavily in an effort to build up an extensive content library. There is also an expected high demand for VR headsets by mobile and console gamers, which will fuel demand for more VR content. Now, beyond the gaming, VR video entertainment will continue to grow as well. The other aspect is ads featured on VR headsets will likely have a higher view-through rate than the standard video ad spots. And other industries are also beginning to experience with VR content, like travel companies, publishers, e-commerce merchants, and social media platforms are beginning to see the potential in this new category. Now the hurdle though is VR content. But with the increased investment in this, coupled with the manufacturing of VR headsets and software, we can see that VR is going to continue its growth. One thing for sure though, to get consumers to jump into virtual reality, the VR experience must be great for people to take up their devices. That's it for this episode of WRLWND Radio. Please subscribe to iTunes by searching for WRLWND Radio to receive our new episode every Friday directly to your device. Thanks for joining us. From all of us here at WRLWND Radio, this is Marcelo Sugdeo saying stay safe in the technology whirlwind.